So I did a thing. That's right, I put a whammy bar on my synth. Now, why would I do that when synths already have pitch wheels? Well, I'll tell you. This video is sponsored by FOMOfx. Okay, so today I'm checking out the Virtual Jeff. No, not that Jeff. No, closer. That one. The Virtual Jeff is a digital whammy bar, meaning basically a whammy pedal but controlled by a bar instead of a pedal. You just plug it in like any other pedal, set the bend up range and the bend down range, attach the bar, and boom. Whammy! So why would we put a whammy bar on a synth? Well, there's a bunch of reasons. The first is that combining a whammy bar with the existing pitch manipulation options opens up a ton of possibilities. So in this example, the whammy bar is set to pitch down a fourth, 5 half steps, and then I've set the pitch slider on the keyboard to pitch down a fifth. So when I use the bar and the slider together, I can get the full octave down. In this example, the whammy bar is set to pitch up an octave, and the pitch slider on the keyboard is set to pitch one oscillator up an octave and the other oscillator down an octave. But there are also more practical uses than wild and crazy pitch manipulation. Check this out. Now, normally we use the mod wheel to create vibrato to add expression to our keyboard playing, but basically all that does is turn on an LFO that modulates the pitch at a constant rate. It's not actually nearly as expressive as the vibrato that guitar players are able to achieve with a whammy bar. But now I can do that too. So in this case, I'm setting the bend up and down range to the smallest increment, which is a half step, and now I can create subtle vibrato that's more guitar-like. Moving on, let's try out the Virtual Jeff on some pad sounds. Now let's see if we can really lean into the guitar thing. The Virtual Jeff can do a bunch of other stuff too. It has a virtual capo mode, which on a keyboard we just call transposition. It has an A and a B mode, so you could, for example, use one side for subtle vibrato and the other side for extreme pitch bends. It controls external MIDI devices if you have a 3.5mm to 5-pin converter, and it can blend between the wet and dry signals. Okay, so what's the verdict? Well, it's cool, and there's a ton of possibilities. Not only to do normal stuff like vibrato in a different way, but also to augment the usual pitch manipulation capabilities for really wild results. It's also worth mentioning that the Virtual Jeff does pitch tracking really quite well. It's really pretty smooth and without the weird pitch artifacts that you're probably used to from other forms of pitch manipulation. And right now on the FOMOfx website, it's $500. Not bad, so go check it out.